two things. One is the light, and the other one is what it is illuminating. Your mind, your body, and everything that you can recognize as you. At this point in time, just reflect on the phenomenon called you. And just watch everything that is you. Even now you can do it. Just for a moment, reflect. What is this me? When I say me, what am I referring to? It is certainly your body. So that's your first anchor, your first identification. So you know that wherever you go, no matter what you're doing, you always have a body, and body is a constant part of your reality. And you know that without the body, there's no other discussion. You cannot even think, you cannot even exist. So as of now, the most important thing that you can recognize in you is the body, which is easy to recognize. All you have to do is just look at your hands or stand in front of the mirror and, just be amongst people. You know you have a body. It does not take any effort to realize it. And this we should not take it for granted, because most animals, almost all animals, they can never recognize themselves through the body. They don't even know how they look. A butterfly doesn't know it is so beautiful. It just goes about its life, but it has no conception of the I with the body. So although we simply assume that we have a body and we can recognize it, it takes a little bit of effort to recognize the body. And that little bit of effort is something that we are used to putting. Looking into the mirror, watching our body, or interacting with people, or there are so many different ways in which we can recognize the body. In fact, now it has become so easy and seamless to recognize the body that we have 100% assumed that we are the bodies. You'll have to go one step further to be able to observe your thoughts. Although, as much as your body is your reality, your thoughts are also your reality. Every single moment you are thinking, and those thoughts are what getting manifested as your reality. And both are happening simultaneously. Think about it. Even when you're sitting quiet, you have a thought. Without a thought, you cannot exist. So two absolute realities you live in. One is the body, the other one is your mind. Do you agree? Mm-hmm. Without your body, you cannot exist. Without your mind, you cannot exist. Right? Because even if you possess the body, if there is no mind to tell this is my body, if there is no language, if there is no internal conversation, if there is no thought, you cannot even recognize the body. So in that sense, the body cannot exist without the mind cannot exist without the body. Now, this is what you call you. This is what you have totally identified yourself with in your waking state. That is from morning till evening. Right? From morning till evening, you're with your body and with your mind. Now, I'll prove it to you without a doubt that you are not this. I can prove it to you that you are not your body, you're not your mind. Give me a couple of minutes and be open, be available to this, and I'll prove it to you. So first thing is, you have assumed that you have a body, and without body you cannot exist. Right? Now what happens when you go to sleep in the night? Now I want you to understand this subjectively, as if you are the person experiencing it, not somebody watching from outside. So You've lived through the day, you've gone through different experiences, and you're tired and you want to just rest, right? Now, what happens when you go sleep and you drop your body on the bed and you enter a different realm? For almost 7 to 8 hours, if you're sleeping for that many hours, you are existing without a body. Now, you can always say, oh, my body is right there, I'm just dreaming. No, this is observing it from the outside. When you are asleep, are you watching your sleep? Are you watching that body on the bed? Not at all. Can you see yourself sleeping on the bed when you fall asleep? Not at all. So as far as you are concerned, there is no body at all. Right? And yet you exist. You have thoughts, you have dreams, you have desires. Right? And you know you have thoughts because when you wake up in the morning, you can recollect those thoughts, which is what you call dream. This was my dream. Right? Now, while you were dreaming, your body was just asleep. Your body was not even necessary. So that itself is enough to prove that you can exist without your body. Not in this realm, but there is another realm in which you can exist without a body. The realm of your thoughts, the realm of your dreams. Right? Now, I will also prove it to you that you can exist even without your thoughts. You can exist without your body, there's no problem. Dream state is already there. All you have to do is just explore the dream state and you will know that without the body you're blissfully there, moving around and no physical limitations. You can achieve anything and everything you want in your dreams. But let's look at the mind. There is a way in which you can still your mind. You can quieten the mind, which happens through the process of meditation. If you are able to practice this ability to sit quiet, still your body, and fall asleep. Meditation is falling asleep, but it's a different kind of sleep. So first is you fall asleep, so you drop the body. So you're not even interested in the body is just there. But it's as if it's asleep. But in meditation, you are fully awake. You are watching this entire process. Then once you start entering deeper layers of meditation, you will get to a point where there are no thoughts. Suddenly you will realize that there are no thoughts. Right? Of course, you will not be saying this. If you say this, there are thoughts. But the more farther you go deeper into meditation, a moment will come when there are no thoughts. When there is no body, when there is no mind, and you still exist, without a doubt, you know that you are without the body, without the mind. Now that is the state of awakening. That is the state of enlightenment. Now, when a person becomes enlightened, he is never confused about who he is because he is simply fully become what he already is. Even at this very moment, you are not the body. You are not your mind. You are the light of consciousness that is illuminating the process of the body, that is illuminating the process of the mind. You are the hand that is moving that cup from one place to another. You have fully identified yourself with the cup and you think that cup is you. There is an invisible hand that is moving that cup. There is an invisible hand that is moving your body. There is an invisible hand that is moving your mind. There is an invisible hand that is making your life happen. That invisible hand is you. It's not something outside of you. You are that invisible hand. When you fully recognize that you are the reality. You are the truth. The mind and body is just what you're reflecting. That is when two things become separate: light and what it is reflecting.